Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're diving into a career that might surprise you with how much there is to it.
Yeah, it definitely goes deeper than what most people think about.
Yeah, for sure. So today we're looking at electrical equipment production supervisor, and we've got some great research lined up to really break it all down.
It's a career with a lot of misconceptions
Oh,
out there.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
So let's clear those up right away.
sounds good.
So to kick things off, um, our research defines this job as basically coordinating and overseeing the production process of electrical equipment, which on the surface, doesn't scream excitement, but trust me.
Right on the surface, it's like, okay, what's the big deal?
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
But it's about to get very interesting when we think about the
it's all
details.
about those details.
100%. So think about it this way. We're talking about those massive factories, right? Huge warehouses humming with activity.
Mm.
Those places where raw materials somehow transform into like essential equipment we use every day.
And somebody has to make sure all of that happens on schedule and up to standard.
Yeah, precisely. And that someone is our electrical equipment production supervisor. But it's way more than just sitting in an office looking at spreadsheets.
Oh, yeah, forget the whole cushy office image. This is an active role, often physically demanding. You're going to be on your feet, moving around, maybe lifting heavy objects. Comfort is key.
Got it. So comfy shoes are a must-have for this job. And I imagine it's pretty loud in those factories, too.
Definitely ear protection is essential, but beyond that, just imagine the energy in those spaces. It's like the symphony of industry.
I love that. A symphony of industry. So we're talking loud, active, and also incredibly collaborative because you're not just working with machines. You've got engineers, designers, technicians, all these moving
It
parts.
really is like an orchestra with everyone playing their part to create something amazing. And the conductor in all of this is our electrical equipment production supervisor.
That's a great way to put it. And that brings us to the skills because being a conductor takes a lot more than just waving a baton.
Absolutely. It's about leadership communication and a whole lot of problem solving.
And according to our research, active listening is essential.
You have to be so tuned in to your team, not just hearing what they're saying, but also what's left unsaid. Those nonverbal cues can be so important.
Right. It's about understanding the dynamics and the unspoken things that might be going on.
Exactly. And then being able to use that information to coordinate effectively, making sure everyone's on the same page, workflows are smooth and deadlines are met.
Which I imagine is not always easy.
Definitely, things can change quickly in a manufacturing environment, so being able to monitor everything that's going on is crucial.
You need to be able to spot those potential bottlenecks before they even become problems.
Exactly. It's about constantly assessing, making adjustments, and ensuring everything's running smoothly. But of course, even with the best planning, sometimes things don't go according to plan.
And that's when those problem-solving skills really come into play.
Big time.
Yeah.
This isn't a job where you can just follow a manual. You need to be able to think on your feet, adapt, and find solutions when the unexpected happens, which it always does.
So it's a career for those who thrive under pressure, who like a challenge, and who are passionate about the world of manufacturing.
Absolutely. And we're just getting started. It's like having a whole arsenal of solutions ready to go for any situation. And speaking of being ready, our sources actually lay out a pretty clear career path for aspiring supervisors.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's not like you just walk in off the street and boom, you're the supervisor.
Not quite. There are definitely some steps along the way.
Okay, so let's break those down for our listeners. What's the typical journey look like?
Sure. So typically it starts with an entry-level technician role. This is where you're really getting your hands dirty, learning the equipment, understanding the processes, and most importantly, those safety protocols.
Right, got to make sure everyone's safe on the factory floor.
Absolutely. Safety is paramount. Then once you've got those basics down, you might move up to a junior associate position.
So you're climbing the ladder.
Yeah, you're taking on more responsibility, maybe operating some of the machinery, doing some troubleshooting when things go wrong.
And they will go wrong at some point, I'm
Oh,
sure.
for sure. That's part of the fun, right? It's all about problem solving, thinking on your feet.
Definitely not a job for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
So what comes after junior associate?
Well, if you're killing it in that role, showing you've got the technical skills and the potential to lead, you might be promoted to senior technician.
Senior technician,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Okay, now we're talking. What does that role entail?
Think of it as like the bridge between the technical side and management. You're overseeing others, mentoring junior technicians, ensuring those quality standards are met.
So you're like the go-to expert everyone relies on.
Exactly. And all of that experience, those problem-solving skills, the leadership, it all builds up to the role of electrical equipment production supervisor.
You've reached the summit.
That's right, you've climbed Mount Manufacturing, and now you're overseeing the entire production process. But let's rewind a bit because I know some of our listeners are probably thinking, this sounds like an awesome career path. How do I even get started?
Yeah, let's talk about breaking into the field because I'm sure it's competitive out there.
You're not wrong, but our research highlighted some great strategies for standing out.
Okay, lay it on us. What's the secret sauce?
Well, certifications are huge. Six Sigma, for example, is a big one, focuses on process improvement, eliminating defects.
Ah, yeah, Six Sigma, the gold
And
standard.
exactly. And then there's the PMP project management professional that shows, how to handle complex projects from start to finish.
So you're not just saying you're good at it. You've got the credentials to back it up.
Right, and for those who want to go above and beyond, there's the CMFGE certified manufacturing engineer that shows a deep understanding of manufacturing principles.
It's like having a secret weapon in your back pocket.
Exactly. But beyond those certifications, it's also important to showcase your accomplishments. Have you worked on any successful projects?
Yeah, put those wins on display.
It's like building your own personal highlight reel, right? Showing off those career wins. But speaking of showcasing yourself, networking is also key.
Oh, yeah. Networking can be so valuable. So what platforms are we talking about here?
LinkedIn is a big one. Connect with people in the industry, join groups, participate in discussions. And don't underestimate the power of professional associations. Those conferences and workshops can be gold mines for meeting the right people.
It's all about making those connections, learning from others, staying ahead of the curve. Which reminds me, the world of manufacturing is changing rapidly. New tech automation, it's all happening so fast.
Absolutely. Our sources really emphasize that the role of an electrical equipment production supervisor is definitely evolving alongside technology.
Yeah, no kidding. We can't ignore the robots in the room, right?
Right, the robots are here to stay, but that doesn't mean they're taking over. It just means the skills needed to succeed are shifting.
So how can aspiring supervisors prepare for this automated future? What should they be focusing on?
That's the million-dollar question. And what it really comes down to is adaptability. More than any specific technical skill, being able to embrace new tech, learn new software, adapt to change, that's what will set someone apart.
So it's not just about knowing the machines of today, but being ready for the machines of tomorrow?
Exactly. It's about being a lifelong learner, constantly curious, always open to new possibilities.
I love that. And I think that's a perfect note to end on for this deep dive. We've explored so much about electrical equipment production supervisor, from the factory floor to the skills needed to thrive in this evolving field.
We talked certifications, building a strong portfolio, networking, and of course the importance of adaptability.
It's a career path that offers incredible rewards, high earning potential job security, the satisfaction of creating something tangible, and leading a team to success. If you're looking for a challenge and you're passionate about the world of manufacturing, this could be the perfect fit.
Absolutely, and as we've discussed, it's a field that's only going to get more exciting as technology advances.
So to our listeners out there, keep exploring. Dive into the resources we've shared, and who knows, maybe you'll be leading the chart on that high-tech factory floor of the future. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive, where we explore the depths of knowledge one fascinating topic at a time.